Seva International sends COVID relief supplies to India. UPS delivers free. Biden set to ban most travel to US from India to limit COVID-19 spread. CDC says fully vaccinated Americans can go without mask outdoors, except in crowded settings. Mamata Banerjee has edge, left retains Kerala, BJP wins Assam, exit polls. Latest immigration news. Hello and welcome to 2020 Stars. I'm your host Namita and thanks so much for watching us on timestars.com. COVID-19 situation in India has gone from bad to worse. But today we are not going to show you negative news which you might have been already watching on different media sources. We will start our bulletin with positive news. News which has hope, news which has human spirit and news which shows love and responsibility for one's country and countrymen. Houston-based Indian-American non-profit body Seva International, which has raised nearly $8 million towards COVID-19 relief efforts in India, has dispatched the first batch of 2,000 oxygen concentrators from Atlanta. The organization has also ramped up its social media fundraising goal from the earlier $5 million to $10 million now. Seva said the oxygen concentrators left Atlanta for New Delhi by air on Thursday. United Parcel Service UPS Foundation is carrying the cargo free of cost.
We are sending a very much needed 2,200 units of oxygen concentrators today being airlifted by UPS to New Delhi. It should be arriving May 3rd and we already have a ground set up over there. Once it reaches over there, we have it will be shipped to 7 different zones and based upon those zones requirements, it will be distributed 5 units here, 10 units there, depending to various COVID makeshift centers, hospitals, so it reaches the very much needed population who are affected by COVID. Besides this, we're also providing food. We are providing basic necessities in India. We're going door to door, knocking on the door, giving people their masks and pulse oximeters so that people can check, so they don't have to flood the hospitals. So we are doing that one. And people who are affected, who have lost their jobs, we are providing a basic remuneration. Seva is doing it, and it is because we have raised through 75 or probably now actually 90,000 as I know it. We raised about more than $6 million on Facebook, and we have had more than $2 million in generous donations from various organizations and partner organizations such as API, Travel IT Serve Alliance, and then some really rich donors. So this is making us get the much needed supplies to India.
I'm pretty sure that in India, the Seva team, as well as all other organizations, with the help of the strong support of all the government bureaucracy over there, we will be able to fight out with this battle, and soon the life will come to normalcy.
I would say the Indian people are very strong, they are very resilient, they will fight it back and they will come out stronger, much stronger than what they are now. It is a tough time, but they will come out stronger. Thank you.
Our hearts and prayers go out to India. We are working with our partners to deliver much needed medical equipment. First shipment of over 2,000 oxygen concentrators for Seva International are on their way, the UPS Foundation tweeted. Also, they wished India for speedy recovery from this pandemic.
UPS is looking forward to be able to have India recover very fast, and our prayers are with you. All our families are thinking about you, and I know that because we have a lot of Indian inside UPS who are very much a stronghold for us and heartbreak by what's happening in India. So looking forward to be able to go to India and have a perfect time over there without having any pandemic around.
Arun Kankani, president of Seva International, said we need to figure out ways to stop people rushing to the hospitals unnecessarily.
As India is fighting this pandemic, this infectious disease across the globe, but right now at the peak in Bharat, one thing definitely everyone want to understand is what the common people can do to fight this at this peak. How they can reduce the rush to the hospital, how they can recognize what are the things, steps they can take care of which will help them to decide whether to stay at home or really go to the hospital. I think the pressure on the hospital that need to be reduced. What are the different things that can be done? We are participating, we are doing our bit, and I hope that more ideas and more contribution on that will help in this time of crisis.
Seva International said it has volunteers working both in the US and India coordinating the work of raising funds, procuring medical equipment supplies, and getting these to hospitals and institutions. Its volunteers in India are preparing essential supply kits to distribute to low-income families. Each kit contains groceries, basic medicines, masks, sanitizers, and hygiene supplies.
Street of India, you can find all kind of gems, stones, beads, pearls, jewelry, all at affordable rates and under one roof at Beats After Beats.
Another good news to those who lives in the US and now fully vaccinated. Federal health officials said Tuesday, April 27, that fully vaccinated people can go without mask outdoors when walking, jogging or biking or dining with friends at outdoor restaurants. A milestone development for tens of millions of pandemic-weary Americans after more than a year of masking up and locking down. President Biden touted the relaxation of restrictions as another reason for people to get vaccinated, urging them to move forward just not to protect themselves and those around them, but so they can live more normally. Biden had set July 4th as a target for when people could get together for backyard picnics with a sense of normalcy, and both the new mask guidance and his remarks were geared to encouraging people to continue getting the shots.
Earlier today, the CDC made an important announcement. Starting today, if you're fully vaccinated and you're outdoors, you need, and not in a big crowd, you no longer need to wear a mask. I want to be absolutely clear. If you're in a crowd, like a stadium or at a conference or a concert, you still need to wear a mask, even if you're outside.
The nearly 96 million Americans who are fully vaccinated can now forego masks for many outdoor activities, including walking, running, hiking, or biking outdoor alone or with members of your household, attending a small outdoor gathering with fully vaccinated family and friends, attending a small outdoor gathering with a mix of fully vaccinated and unvaccinated people, dining at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households. CDC is recommending that it is safest for fully vaccinated people to continue to wear well-fitted masks in these settings, including attending a crowded outdoor event such as live performance, parade, or sporting event, visiting a barber or hair salon, going to an uncrowded indoor shopping mall or museum, going to an indoor movie theater, attending a full-capacity service at a house of worship, singing in an indoor chorus. Indeed, some good news in these difficult times. President Joe Biden is expected to impose new travel restrictions on India starting Tuesday in light of the COVID-19 epidemic, barring most non-US citizens from entering the United States. The new restrictions are on the advice of the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and are imposed in the light of extraordinarily high COVID-19 case loads and multiple variants circulating in India. The policy will take effect on Tuesday, May 4th at 12:01 a.m. ET. Biden in January issued a similar ban on most non-US citizens entering the country who have recently been in South Africa. He also reimposed an entry ban on nearly all non-US travelers who have been in Brazil, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and 26 countries in Europe that allow travel across open borders. permanent US residents and family members and some other non-US citizens are permitted to return to the United States under the order. Exit poll results 2021. Elections were held from March 27th in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, Assam and Puducherry. The results will be announced on May 2nd. Mamata Banerjee has an edge in Bengal and her Trinamool Congress could win 152 of the state's 294 seats, with the BJP not far behind at 130 seats, says exit polls on state elections that were held alongside a steep rise in COVID cases across the country. An aggregated of 6 exit polls predicts that Mamata Banerjee may just make it to the majority mark, but her comfort factor will largely depend on how much she can widen the gap with challenger BJP after a series of defections before elections. In Kerala, the incumbent left-led LDF front is likely to retain power with 85 of 140 seats, and the Congress-led UDF will be a distant second with 53 seats, the poll says. In Tamil Nadu, the polls predict a sweep for the opposition DMK and its allies. They are likely to win staggering 160 of 234 seats, the polls say. The ruling AIA-DMK, the BJP's ally, will end up with 66 seats in its first state election since the death of its charismatic leader Jayalalitha in 2016, say the exit polls. The Congress is staring at disappointment in Assam, the exit poll suggests, with the BJP expected to retain power by winning 72 of 126 seats. The Congress, which campaigned aggressively to win back its former bastion, is likely to win 53 seats, says the poll. And now, latest on immigration news. 2 important immigration bills have been recently passed in the House of Representatives and went to the Senate for their approval. Let's listen to Jaspreet Singh, attorney at law. He explained these immigration bills in detail.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਸਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਅਟਾਰਨੀ ਐਟ ਲਾਅ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ 2 ਬਿੱਲ ਹਾਊਸ ਨੇ ਪਾਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ। ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗਾ 18 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਮਰ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ, ਤੇ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਵਰਕਰ ਦਾ। ਉਹ 2 ਬਿੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਹਾਊਸ ਨੇ ਪਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ US ਸੈਨੇਟ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਭੇਜ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੈਨੇਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਅਗਲੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਾਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਕੋਲ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਲਾਭ ਬਣੇਗਾ। ਉਹਦਾ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ 2 ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਤਾਂ ਖੇਤੀਬਾੜੀ ਨਾਲ ਆ, ਦੂਜਾ ਦਾ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਅਨਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟਡ ਆਏ ਆ। ਇਹ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਬੜੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਸੈਂਸਿਟਿਵ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਡੀਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਾਈ ਪਾਰਟੀਜ਼ਨ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ। ਡੈਮੋਕ੍ਰੈਟਿਕ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੇ ਰਿਪਬਲਿਕਨ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਘੱਟ ਆ।
Well, that's all in this bulletin. Thanks so much for watching. You can also watch this show at timestars.com. Till next time, this is your host Namita signing off. Bye-bye.